I know most of the creators, thankfully, and we do talk and communicate, and then you and I talk all day, so it's like we would talk about stuff a lot, and so we started having Zooms, like the Zoom with Teeny. Dennis and I talk a lot, and so we also talk about horror a lot, and so I was just talking with him, and actually Josie and I just met for the first time today. However, like you worked with editorial, and I remember when your scripts were coming in, especially issue 2. Like your issue 2 Wonder Woman script, Ben sent to me, and I remember reading it and being like, oh, she gets it. Like yours is one of my favorites. I was really like, oh yes, they 100% got this, because when we were, and then Jeremy and I, we chat throughout the day, and so we were always just talk to the creators. That's really it. It's like I have a good relationship with editorial, a lot of the creatives, so it's really just about us talking. And like same with Teeny, like I remember when we were on that first Zoom, it was great actually. You were awesome on that first Zoom, because she had so many questions, because I don't, one of the things I don't like doing is I don't want to dictate anything. I like to go out there and give prompts and talk about the books and talk about the characters and say, like, what would you do? Like, what are you thinking about with this? And I remember that first Zoom, you like dove in with so many questions, and it was like awesome. I was like, yes, this is perfect.
Yeah, well, I love like the writer's room feel in comics. I love when we can all get together and just brainstorm like nerds, except we get to canonize it. But I worked with you last summer on Dark Crisis. I wrote the Wonder Woman issue for that, and I really enjoyed that experience. So when you drafted me up again, I was happy to come.
Yeah, and with this one we knew that the focus was going to be with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Deadman. And because I was writing Superman already, and I talked to Chip, and Chip was also in those Zooms, and we talked about what was going to be coming on the other side of Night Terrors a lot, with like the stuff you're doing with Gotham War. And so we were just talking with the creators, and I knew obviously that Tom King's one of my best friends, so I knew that he was going to be working on Wonder Woman afterwards, just talking with him about it. So it's a lot of us talking in Zooms and chats. It's a lot, but I really enjoy it because I also really love the writer's room. I feel very lucky that a lot of times I get to sit with other creators who really love these characters and talk about those characters. And one thing with this event that was a little different was getting to open up that, like, what would your character have nightmares about? Not just necessarily what they're afraid of, but what do they have nightmares about? And so that was really fun to get people coming back with different things. Like Danny Lore, she or they was working on the Punchline book, and they came to me and they asked all these questions about, like, is it literal? Is it figurative? Is it meta? Like, what are the nightmares about? And I told them, I was like, all of it. Like, just have a lot of fun with as much as you can. And they really did a great job on that Punchline book. Like, issue 2 is wild. Like, Ben was showing through the other day, and it's nuts. It's really creative.
Yeah, I proved it to print today, this morning before I came down here. It is a phenomenal issue. Danny did a terrific job, and the artist Lucas Meyer nailed it.